a lot of people out there, like me, struggle with meditation, with having a busy mind. So how is it possible to quieten the mind? How is it possible to have a good mind?
Yeah, well, that's the $64 question. I remember when I first started to meditate, my first meditation course, I lived by my mind. I was an intellectual and academic. I thought I had a good mind. But then when I sat to meditate, I suddenly discovered that my mind was a drunken monkey, jumping here and there, doing all kinds of things, way out of my control. It was very dismaying and upsetting. And then I looked around the room, and there were all these meditators, and they all had a kind of beatific look on their face, and they seemed like they were going very deep, and I thought, they all can meditate and I can't. But later I discovered, talking to them, that the same was true of everyone, that everyone has trouble with the mind. To control the mind, to quiet the mind is very difficult, and all the different techniques of meditation are only to quiet the mind. The goal of meditation is the inner self, a place of joy, love, peace, happiness. That doesn't need any techniques. It's already there. It's perfect. It's just obscured by the vagaries of the mind. So think about the sun in the sky. The sun is perfect, but the clouds cover it. If you could remove the clouds, you'd see the sun. So the mind creates clouds in front of the sun of the self, and all the meditation techniques are to quiet or get rid of the clouds of the mind. There are many techniques. Many of them are valuable. Many of them have been tried and true. You have to respect all the techniques that have been devised by various practitioners and yogis. Mantra is very universal, loved by all. To repeat a mantra, it can be the Hare Krishna mantra, it can be Om Namah Shivaya, Ram, 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 any mantra which focuses the mind, takes it deep, and they also contain a mystical power. Meditation on the breath is another possibility, very powerful. When you breathe, you focus the mind, you connect thought and feeling in a particular way that allows you to go deep. Maybe my favorite, of course, I love self-inquiry, where you turn within and you investigate points of tension within the body. Tension that already exists, and you unpack it, and it allows you to go deep. And then the last thing I want to mention is these are different methods. Ultimately, each person has to discover their own method. Of course, meditation will teach you meditation. What I really want to do is say to people is start. Just meditate. And then learn from. Each time you meditate, you'll gain something, you'll learn something, you'll be able to go do better at it. But the final one I want to mention is the Zen method, which I like very much, which is just sitting. So what you do when you sit to meditate, don't have a program, don't have a plan, don't have a goal, just sit. The goal is sitting itself. The plan is sitting itself. You're just sitting there, and you let whatever arises arise. And just be there, and just tell yourself, I'm just sitting. And you'll find that thoughts will come up, feelings will come up, and eventually you'll find yourself moving into a deeper state. So all these methods are valid. Don't worry about your mind being an obstacle. Your mind is the obstacle. And we've misused the mind for so many years, so many lifetimes, that it's not remarkable that it should act up. But if you keep steady practice, you will overcome it. That is my guarantee. Try it for 12 years, and at the end of that time, if you have not made progress, double your money back.